let's be very honest, the only political parties not supporting the Dutch government on this line is the Greens, the Dutch Greens, and the Dutch Socialists, the Social Democrats. So, and together they have 23 seats of 150. So that's not even 20%. That's around 15%. So more than 80% of the Dutch parliament is supporting the government in this stance. So that shows you that the government has a backing, politically speaking. But I do think that over the last 2 weeks, really a debate around this has started. And I think this is the public opinion is shifting, but very slowly. And that is unfortunate because we don't have all the time, of course. But here, this is also what I meant by let's not, from both sides, let's not put too much fire on this, because I think also in the Dutch debate, people understand very well that we are in this together. And if you see countries like Italy suffering from this, this will impact everyone in Europe. And people do realize that. People are not blind to that. But at the same time, there is, of course, this narrative in the Netherlands, like, yeah, but we did so much already to make sure that we have. There was a lot of budget cuts in the Netherlands as well, so a lot of people are not happy with their government on that either. So this entire austerity has always sickened the debate in the Netherlands. So if you have the feeling in the Netherlands, we had to pay a huge price for this austerity measures by this government, and now on top of that, we have to give money to other countries, that is making the debate difficult in the Netherlands. So in a way, I would say we both have been suffering from this austerity mantra by some of the conservative governments, certainly in the north, in the Netherlands and Germany. I think now in the middle of the crisis, what you see is that there is a kind of support for the government. You see that in every country because they are the crisis managers. And then on top of that, then ask them to change their policy economically is maybe a step too fast. So I think there is a discussion. There is also a reasoning that we need to show more solidarity, but the step to eurobonds or corona bonds or however you want to call it is probably a bit too soon. And I think we need to be assured that we all are together suffering from the austerity measures of 10 years ago. And those were mistakes of conservative governments all over Europe and certainly also in the Netherlands. And I think that understanding needs to become more visible first in the Netherlands. And then I think there's also this possibility. Well, we don't have all that time. That's, of course, the problem. So I think we need to find ways, and I think the European budget can be a way, indeed this recovery fund, taking a risk so that there is more money made available for recovery. I think that is now really hopefully that we can arrange that. And this discussion on corona bonds, it will be there because in the end, the only way to let this Eurozone function, we will have to think of some kind of mutualization of debt. But we will have to take that step by step, I think, if you look at it from a Dutch perspective. But we as Greens will push for it as fast as possible. I'm just giving you here a bit also the sentiments that are there in the Dutch audience.